Greetings all. Today we'll be talking about the four things, or a couple of things, not four, a couple of things that I do whenever I first install a fresh version of Ubuntu. I think I've done this video before, but I want to be a little bit more in depth. So Ubuntu, I tried out 17.10, hated it, went back to 16.04. Ubuntu is a wonderful little operating system. Well, not little, it's actually one of the biggest in the Linux distros. But it comes with some things that you probably will never use, and so we'll get rid of those things, and I'll show you some apps that I use and a handy little tool that makes sure 1604 will be able to do this, which, if you don't know, the GUI pre-installed does not allow this, which is terrible. But anyway, so the first step we'll be talking about is Kden Live, which I have not got yet. So Kden Live. Now, what this is for video making. Very simplistic, very easy to use. I love using this for editing. This is what I edit everything with. So we're going to go ahead and install that, and it takes no time. It's fairly small in size. Oh well, I didn't get to enter my password. Oops. Let's retry that. There we go. It's fairly small in size. I don't know if it shows it on here. The actual size of it. Oh yeah, it's only 5.3 megabytes. And for a video installer that, or a video maker that comes with this much of a pack, or a punch, sorry, it's astounding. So I don't know how they done it, but bravo to Kden Live and all you do for Linux distributions. And helping people create videos and promote them on YouTube and other video platforms as well. So thank you for that, Kden, as well. The second thing I get whenever this is being installed, it's almost installed. We'll wait for that. The next thing you should probably get, if you're wanting to record, this is for recording. This first introduction is for recording. I recommend getting OBS. Now we can go ahead and next off of this. If you haven't heard of OBS, you should check it out. It's what I used to do all my videos with, and you can actually change your settings by just going up here to settings, and if say you wanted to change your format, so I got mine to MP4 because FLV it comes pre-installed FLV. Change that to MP4 just to keep safe. And for the output, you can also down scale it, so output scale resolution 1280 by 720. If you don't want to do the full 1080 and keep smaller file sizes and you just want to make quick videos, which is what I do right now, because rendering in 1080p is just, I know it's modern and it's good, I just don't use it, but this is how you get it. So Ubuntu 14.4, you will not need this on 1604, it comes pre-installed, the FFmpeg, but all you have to do is sudo apt-get repository, BBA, and hit enter in the terminal. And so if you do Control Alt and T, just open the terminal and enter this, or not that. Well, it's not on here, but I already done it. But you need to go ahead and do that. So let's check back over here and see if Kden's installed. It's almost installed. I'm kind of far away from my router right now, so that might take a second. But moving on while this is installing. Wallpapers. Let's go ahead and just check out the wallpapers and what we have working with. So if you go to change desktop background, the pre-installed wallpapers are kind of bland. You got a bird here, or not a bird. It's a flower, and you got some nice little sky view. Looks kind of quality and all that. Now there's multiple websites for this, but the one I recommend is hang on, let me go ahead and I'm going to tell you about that just 1 second. I like to keep all my stuff sorted. Let me just go ahead and make a directory for my wallpapers. And we'll call it wallpaper. I like to keep all my stuff organized. It makes me feel more proper. Kind of OCD about that. Okay, so now that we have that, we can just open up. Everybody's heard of DeviantArt. If you have not heard of DeviantArt, there's a great section for wallpapers, and this is what I use for wallpapers. Now, there's some not safe for work stuff on here, so beware, kids who's watching this, who's getting into this. But for avoiding that, you have a wide variety of wallpapers that you can choose from here. Now I will go ahead and grab one that I seem fits for me, which I do like this kind of stuff right here, but there was one down here that I seen that I really did enjoy. And there goes the dryer. Let's go ahead and scroll down here. Now some of these won't be free. Apofis, he does sell his, and his is great, but I just don't want to download or pay for stuff like this. Full HD wallpaper is now available. So see his Patreon. But his art is wonderful. So if you want to give back to him, you should. Now I like really simplistic designs. Now it all depends on what you like. So I like stuff like this. Kind of has that. I don't really want to get it wrong. But it has this vibe to it. Let's go ahead and click download on that. Click save image as, and I'll go ahead and mark it in my directory to my pictures folder. And I'll just leave it like that. And I'll click save. And we can go ahead and just exit off this right here. So there's your wallpapers right there, which I recommend you changing, but you don't have to. It's all preference. If you like some of these wallpapers, you can. But I'm going to go ahead and change mine. So you hit the plus right here, it'll automatically open up your pictures, and I'm just going to click my blossom. And there we go. And ubuntu will automatically change to the color scheme as well. So you can do that, and you can also change your appearance to ambience, radiance, and high contrast. I keep mine on ambience, appearance, and you can up your all settings, which we already have open, or we can just open or reopen. So going back over here, we have Kdenlive. Now it's on our thing right here. There's people talking in the background. You can ignore that. So recommend getting Kdenlive. Go ahead and give you a brief introduction to that. So it's got it right here. Discover new features from this release. It has all the installed codecs and available codecs as well. So if you want to look for a codec, you can, but all these seem to work fine for me. So I just click next, and you can choose how you want your format to be, and you can change it later on. So just hit next, and Kdenlive, default projects folder, well, that's fine. And capture format. This is for your capturing stuff. And finish. And here's what it looks like. You drag your videos into here, simple edits. Kind of reminds you of an older version of Sony Vegas, but there's multiple things you can do in here. Cut clips, add effects, and there's just a ton of stuff to get in here and play around with. So there's Kden. The next thing I recommend you getting and changing is VLC. So go ahead and get VLC. I don't know why that took so long. Ubuntu One I also. I'm pretty sure I have an account. Not for sure. Yep, I do. Okay. So that's fine. That's mine. So that's going to install VLC. It's a multimedia. It basically has every. So if you download something from WebMs to MP4s to FLVs, it does support FLV. It supports almost every video format out there, as long as audio, as well as anything that you can download and watch or listen to, it supports. And it's wonderful. It's what I use for everything. I don't use Rhythmbox or anything like that. I use VLC. So that's going to go ahead and install, but let's go ahead and go into our settings. Here's our settings right here. What we can do here is scroll through and look at some stuff. We need to go to, let's see here. Where's my settings? We need to go to default applications, but I don't. Well, you can look this here. Default applications, right there we go. So you could probably just search that up here. Yep, you can hit details and it'll show up right there. So all settings, default applications. For mail, we just leave it the same. I don't use Thunderbird or Thundermail, sorry. Music, we want to use VLC. Videos, I'll let that change real quick. Okay, and VLC. And just use the regular image viewer how it's pre-installed. And I'd make sure that is saved as well. Removable media, you can ask what to do, and you got your legal notice here. which nobody reads. No, I'm joking. Yeah, nobody reads it. Anyway, moving on. So we've got VLC, we've got Kdenlive. What else do we need? Let's see here. What are some other things that I usually get? We got OBS as well. Oh, make sure you're updated. There's one of you fresh install Ubuntu. There's always going to be updates. You'll just have to open it up and check it out. Kind of buggy at first, but once you've done that, you're good to go. So, what else do we need? We can get Spotify, of course, for all your music needs. And for some reason, it's not showing up on here, but that's fine. So what you'll need to do is go ahead and go over here and just go to Google and Spotify. Click on it. Now you're going to go ahead and want to open up a terminal because you're going to need your terminal command line for this. So go over here, hit download, installation. You need to add the repository. So just copy all this right here. Hang on, let's see how far this goes over. Yeah, this is a pretty long one, so I have to go all the way to the end here. Let's go ahead and grab it. We can add the S. Why is it wanting to grab everything? Scroll over here. Control C, then Control Shift C in the terminal. Well, if it wants to work. Control Shift V in the terminal. Hit enter. Enter your password. And there you go. That's added. And then you just need to add the Spotify repository. So Control C that. Open your terminal, Control Shift V, and the repository is added. Now, from there, just keep copying and pasting the rest of this. So apt-get updates, so you can just type that over here. That run, I'm going to go ahead and hit clear and sudo just get install Spotify-client, and there we go. Now this works the same. It just does not show up in the software catalog for some reason, which is fine, of course. So let this load up, and while we're doing this, we can go ahead and see if Steam's in there as well, because I haven't been on Ubuntu in a while. So let's see if Steam's on here. Steam is not, so we'll have to go and do that as well, which I'll show you how to do in this tutorial too. So go ahead and hit clear on that and open up our browser. These are the first things I do, by the way. And we need this for just a second. We can just type Steam. Automatically search up, welcome to Steam. Just click install Steam, and you want to choose which version, what you have available for Windows and Mac. It should be a repository for Linux. Oh, Ubuntu. Ubuntu is our favorite version of Linux. Interesting again. Ubuntu installer from Chronicle. There we go. Well, that's not right. Grab an Ubuntu installer. Oh, that's the Ubuntu. Wait. Available PC. Okay, so is this gonna, oh yes it is, it's the .deb. I had to make sure at the bottom. So you can click that and save it. Hit OK. Now we can just click that and it should run. So exit out of that. So it looks like we will not need that. Terminal. There we go. Yep, you just click it, opens it up in your software center. So hit install. And your Steam launcher will be added as well. You just need to enter your password. And you are good to go from there. So now you will have Steam. And so VLC isn't showing up yet, which is fine. Got everything showing right here. I don't like that, so what we'll be doing is changing that. owners with just one application showing here. Here's our Steam already, so we just click. We need to click. We need to just drag over to there. Steam installer. Start Steam for the current user. Start Steam. And you want to go ahead and agree to that. And start Steam now. It's going to start like 50 different windows. There we go. See, told you. Oh, Jesus. That's fine, we don't need 32-bit libraries. Jesus Christ. Told you it pop up like 6 times. Enter, let that load. Now, I don't like having my desktop cluttered, so I just instantly move that to the trash. Right, yes. Enter. Going to install Steam from here. Now while we're waiting, we can open up our browser here, which I use Firefox, and that'll be part of this. But what you need to do for if you want to be able to open and close your windows from the taskbar over here, you want to copy this. It's your gsettings. So you want to go ahead and just, well, you want to copy this whole selection right here. If I do Control A, it's not going to work, but you want to, well, hang on. We'll get it going here in a second. Copy this whole selection here. Well, crap. I'm not using my mouse right now. And copy that, and you can see launcher minimize window equals true, or is true. And you just open up your console, or one of them, right here. So you can just do clear and Control V that into there and press enter. And if you want to change it, you just do the same thing except change this to false. And that's all there is to that. So we can go ahead and exit off of this. Press return to continue. Go ahead and update, and now we got Steam. The second thing I recommend you doing, if you're using Firefox, get uBlock Origin. It's like AdBlock, but it uses less RAM. As you can see, flexible is more. It's more than an ad blocker. I've noticed that this does work way better than AdBlock and AdBlock Pro or Plus or whatever they call it now. Uses less physical memory, and it's listed all right here. So out of the box list filters, easy list, Peter's load, ad server list, easy privacy, and malware domains. And here's all the stuff you can add as well. But I recommend getting this. And if you want to go a little bit further with your stuff, you can go over here and add a theme. Everybody knows this about this, but I'm going to go ahead and do that in this video. So let's go for an abstract theme. Something easy and simple to work with. No, don't like it. I like this. Let's go back real quick. What do I like? What background do I have? Okay, we'll go with this one's fine right here. I'm going to install this theme. And there we go. Theme's installed. That's done. So DeviantArt. And there we go. Now we have VLC, Steam, and a couple other things. OBS, VLC, that's my it's my main things that I get when I first install a system, and it has worked exponentially for me. Now I can get on here and grab my games and go ahead and change and look through some stuff. I recommend checking your additional drivers as well. Now it's going to load my additional drivers and make sure everything is the way you like it. I use the microprocessor. You don't have to use this, but I recommend you do. It's a proprietary driver. If you have one, use it. It increases your system performance a whole lot. There we go. And there we go, guys. That is all there is to it. Thank you for watching, and please rate, comment, and subscribe.